evening, everyone. How are you? I have not made a video for a while. My schedule is insane. But anyway, so what am I doing tonight? I'm doing a couple things. I'm gonna make some spaghetti with shrimp, and in my shrimp, I will have some fresh tomatoes, vine tomatoes. I love those kind of tomatoes. Red onion, garlic, orangey red pepper, and lemon, and also I will have some Italian parsley. Now, this is one of the meals that I'm making. The second one is a dessert that I really love, and I have a sweet tooth right now, and also it's something that I can take to work, and my daughter also. And that one is a special dessert that I really like. So I have melon, I have cherries, I have vanilla, I have evaporated milk, I have honey, my ever honey, but any honey that you have, and I have coconut flakes. Now, coconut flakes is for those who like coconut and also are not allergic to nuts. Otherwise, you don't have to put that. So that I will do after. I'll mix them. It has to be cold, and it's yummy. It's a good one. So I'm gonna prep everything, and then when I'm ready, to start cooking, I'll show it to you. So be back in a second. Okay, so now I'm gonna start working on my sauce for my shrimp. So I'm gonna use some virgin olive oil. Good enough to cover the bottom, not too much. You don't want to over oil it this way. And now I'm going to put my garlic, my minced garlic, and I'm going to let it cook slowly. And when it just starts getting a little bit golden, I'll add the shrimp, and I will saute the shrimp first. Okay, leave it there for a bit. My spaghettis are ready. I put a little bit of olive oil in it so that it doesn't stick, just a little bit. Put them back here. Close it. The smell of the garlic is just amazing. So I'm going to lower the temperature because I don't want to burn it. I just want to saute the shrimp first. So here are my shrimp. They were cleaned. Put it there. And I'm going to leave it there for a bit and squeeze some lemon juice on it in a second. The shrimp are starting to change color. They're becoming pink. So now I'm going to put some black pepper. First, black pepper. Now the quantity here is really up to you, okay? I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice. Half of a lemon. Put some salt. Stir it a little bit. Leave it a little bit for about 2 minutes so that all the taste can get into the shrimp. Now you don't want to overcook the shrimp. So now I'm going to put back the shrimp in this bowl here. Okay. Leave it on the side. Put back this on the stove. Okay. Add more olive oil. A little bit, like this time again, I'm just covering the bottom. Now here, I'm going to let it be a little bit hot, okay, for a few seconds. Now I'm adding the tomatoes. Let them cook for about 3 minutes. Now I'm adding the red pepper, the orange pepper. The trick here is that nothing needs to burn. Lower the temperature a little bit. And let the vegetable get half soft, not totally soft, because I have to add the zucchini as well as the onions. Okay, nice. Now I'm going to add the zucchini. Guys, the smell is just amazing. I'm going to add the zucchini. Okay. Now I'm going to add the onions. The red onions here. As you see, I haven't added water yet. Why? Because I want to see how much water is going to come naturally out of the vegetables. So I don't want to water it too much. So I'm going to wait. And I haven't put any seasoning here yet. I have not. I'm just cooking the vegetables with their own seasoning. So I'm going to leave it here for a few minutes just to make sure they get softer, and then I see the water coming up. So keep an eye on it. Okay. So now the water came up, but it wasn't a lot of water. So at this point, I can add some water myself. Not too much. Just enough to allow it to cook for a little bit. So at this point, I can add the seasoning that I want. Now, I didn't put a lot of salt when I did the shrimp. So I'm going to add some salt here. Okay. I'm going to cover it, and in a few minutes, I'm going to add more seasoning, and I'll show it to you. So I'm going to cover it for a bit. So I'm going to add a little bit more spices. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of the organic red pepper. Just to give it a kick, because I didn't put any hot sauce in it at all. Okay. I'm also going to put some oregano. Now, here the quantity is really up to you, of course. Some oregano. And then a little bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg always give it a nice taste. Okay, very good. I'm gonna stir. The smell, guys. So I'm gonna stir. Cover it back and let it simmer for a few minutes. Okay, so now I'm checking it. The liquid had gone down, but not totally, which is good because you want some sauce. I'm taking the second half of my lemon, squeeze it. Perfect. I hope you can see. It is absolutely beautiful, beautiful. So at this point, I can take my shrimp and put them in. Okay. I'm gonna take my olive oil, just a little bit on top. Okay. A little bit more black pepper. Just want to give it a nice hit because, you know, it will be very nice mixed with the lemon, the tanginess, and the sweetness of the pepper. Just make it beautiful. So now I'm going to cover it, not for a long time because, you know, you don't want your shrimp to be tough, you know, so you don't want to overcook your shrimp. So I'm going to leave it just for a couple of minutes just for the taste to really go everywhere. At this point, I'm going to put the temperature a little bit higher so that it can cook very fast. Now it's ready, so it's time to serve. I put some spaghetti on the plate, and I am going to take some of the shrimp and the vegetables in the middle and make it pretty, and then I'll show it to you. So here I have my plate, and now I'm going to take the Italian parsley and I cut in small pieces. Just sprinkle it a little bit on top. Rinse my hands. Enjoy them. Dinner is served, and now I'm going to make the dessert and show it to you. Very easy dessert to make. Now, I kept this just to show you how it looks like, because like I said, during the summer, after you mix the fruit, you can put it inside, and then you can serve it this way to your friend, and then put a little bit of a small umbrella, and then it will look like you were in the Caribbean somewhere having a pina colada. Now, I like to put mangoes and tropical fruits in mine, but that's the only fruits I had, and I really don't feel like putting bananas, so I'm just going to use 2 fruits. It's just the idea to show you how it works. So here, I have the cherries, and I have the melon. I'm going to put some vanilla, and it's really up to you. The quantity of vanilla is up to you. What do I put this at? Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla. It just gives it a little bit of a taste. Very good. Now the coconut, because I like coconut flakes, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I'll put some flakes, a little bit. Okay. Now I have some sugar cane. Don't use the regular sugar. Use sugar cane. It's much better. So just a little bit because you don't want to oversweet it because, you know, you're putting honey, but also fruits have their own sugars. So you put a little bit of sugar. That's enough. Now, the evaporated milk. Now, some people use condensed milk to do this. It's up to you. I like the evaporated milk. I put a little bit, not too much, because you don't want to soak it. It's not supposed to be liquidy. And then you have your honey. So I need to grab a spoon here, and then I am going to put the honey in it. Okay, I really like when honey drizzles. I just think it's pretty. Okay, so we want to take all the honey. We don't want to waste any as ever, honey. Okay, now you mix it. You mix it. Now, just for this video, I'm going to put it in this, just to show you how it looks like. And then I'm going to add a little bit of coconut flakes on top of it. And you know what? Flour sprinkle will work very nice with this as well. And here it is. It is really good. Bon appetit. And of course, when you have pasta, it's nice to have some bread. And here I have some of the bread that I made a couple of days ago. So we're going to have it with some bread. I forgot to put my wine in the fridge so that it can be cold. So I guess I'm going to have a Cabernet Sauvignon. I have a little bit of red left. Doesn't have to be chilled. I'm going to have that. I don't have mine whatever because I forgot to put it in the fridge. But I'll have a little bit of this. Bon appetit. So this is dinner plus dessert.